Are you ready to go to paradise, feel that aloha spirit, eat some Hawaiian food at the luau, hiking on illegal trails, and even getting laid? Well, grab your passports and your pineapples, people, because there's some things about Hawaii that you need to know the truth of. Hey, Red Jack! Aloha! Hello everybody, this is Rika, the Hawaiian Blanca. Welcome to another episode of OLOZ Wednesdays. Recapping from last week's video, I talked about how there were so many things that were being taken advantage of or disrespected, cultural appropriation of the Hawaiian culture everywhere that we look. So this week, we're going to talk about some misconceptions and how we can correct them, tell people the truth about them, and also how to go about doing in the right way to show your cultural appreciation. The first one we're going to be talking about is hula. Hula is one of the most, if not the most important cultural practice in Hawaiian culture. So many people out there in the world just take it so lightly and think it's all about fake lays and moving your hands like this side to side. The misconception thinking that you can just treat it like the electric slide or the macarena. When in reality, back then it was so strict that only the men could dance it. And there are very specific ways and types of hula with oli or chanting for different purposes that you have to make sure that they were done properly. Hula was not only important for ceremonial purposes or to entice a love interest, it was your showcasing of your physical prowess and how you are as a warrior. Because a lot of the movements in hula is very similar to a fighting style that Hawaiians had called lua. The better that you were at hula, the better that you were in war. That is why hula is so important, and that's why you see so many Native Hawaiians that give non-Hawaiians a hard time when they're wearing the things that they wear and doing the things that they do with it. If you can't do it properly, don't do it at all. Here are some good friends of mine that you can go to reach out to if you want to learn more about hula and how you can get started. Next, Hawaii is legally part of the United States. If you thought that we really wanted to become part of the US, no. Oh yes, we are so happy to be here because the United States. If it wasn't for them, we would have been taken over by China, Japan, Germany, Russia, and every other scary country out there that could have done it at the time. And in fact, that is not the case at all, and it's not even close. Because the great dynasty, the Hawaiian monarchy, from King Kamehameha all the way to Kui Liliuokalani had over 100 plus treaties with different countries. 3 of them were Germany, Russia, and Japan. It wasn't until 1893, when Liliuokalani would be the last reigning monarch of the Hawaiian monarchy, that it was overthrown by the Committee of Safety with the help of US Navy soldiers that came onto Hawaii shores without the Queen's permission. The illegal voting and rigged voting of statehood happened in 1959. And I say rigged because there were only 2 options, in which the third option was left completely out, which was to only include stay a territory or become a state. Option for sovereignty to become a sovereign nation was not part of the ballot, which it was supposed to. Plus, everybody that you think voted for Hawaii wasn't even Native Hawaiian. They were just citizens of Hawaii, and people from the mainland, the US, came over here to vote for that. There was also no treaty of annexation, so it wasn't even that. If you're gonna want to learn about Hawaiian history, then look up these books or even talk to me. So if you want to learn about Hawaii more, learn this history with the United States. You know, some of you are so into politics anywhere else in the United States anyway, you guys might as well learn some of it here. The reason why is because a lot of it is happening so much in different ways in Hawaii that is just very corrupt and you have no idea.
You know, when they have these testimonies and stuff, a lot of the times these people are making their decisions beforehand. Their vote is already decided whether or not the public agrees with it or not. And that kind of shook me up a little bit. It was like, you know, what's the point of this besides just showing face and like making it seem like the public has a way to have their input heard, and you know, it's not even being taken into consideration at times. So that was something that kind of propelled me into looking closer into it. What if enough people that are like normal, like you and me, normal everyday people, can get into office and can make some real changes and have some real impact? And it's going to take more than just one person, but you know, one person's a start. And yeah, it's kind of where I'm at right now.
Having to argue with the military about land and water rights, the water being polluted, the land being polluted, just from the military practicing weapons now, but even back then in Kaho'olawe and anywhere else like Makua Valley. And there's so many different things that Hawaiians are protesting. Like the big one is Kukiao Imana, that TNT is still trying to fucking build on. The protest started sometime little before 2015, and we're still trying to tell them that we don't want your damn telescope on our mountain. Everybody from Hawaii is Hawaiian. No, they're not. There's a difference between ethnicity and nationality, and in this case, Hawaiian means ethnicity. The argument that you can also say it's nationality, but you can't say national Hawaiian when there is ethnically Hawaiian. So, to distinguish this, in Hawaii, we say you are Native Hawaiian or you're Kanaka, which is you have ancestry in Hawaiian, so this is the ethnic side. And for national, we just call you Hawaiian local or Hawaii local. And people want to talk about semantics, it's not. That's just how we distinguish it to make it easier for everybody else. If you don't get it, then get used to it. Whatever it is, if there's anything out there that is Hawaiian and you think it's right or whatever it is, just find a Hawaiian and ask them yourself. People will call you out because they know better than you. There's no reason for you to get a little bit defensive or even offended just because somebody told you that something was wrong. That's just an opportunity for you to learn. So take the opportunity to stop with the appropriation and start doing the appreciation. And the only way to do that is from the people itself. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. That was a pretty long one, but it's very important to tell people these kind of things, and I'm very appreciative of everybody who gave their feedback. Much mahalo. With all of that being said and done, mahalos for watching. I'm Alika, the Hawaiian Blanca. I spoke to you guys later. Cheers aloha.